Hello, good morning to you this beautiful Monday morning. Welcome to Capacity Building on Pathfinder AM 45. I am Mary Ann Andy, your host. Capacity Building is a segment in Pathfinder that showcases creativity, what people do with their hands to earn a living or add to their income if they're already working. We do not encourage idleness. We encourage people to find something doing with their hands to earn a living instead of just staying there and waiting for a white collar job. So today in Capacity Building, we have an interesting and amazing lady in the house, Idoroyen Efanga. Idoroyen is a 400 student in the Department of Communication Arts, University of Uyo. Apart from being a student, she takes pleasure in doing different things, creating accessories for women and even men to support herself in school. So, don't go away because you're really going to have a nice time with us here in the studio. Idoroyen, good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Wow, welcome to Capacity Building.
Thank you, I'm honored.
Okay, I can see you're fine. Needless asking, how are you? Hope you're fine.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we are good to go. You told me you are into accessory production for females and even for male.
Yes.
You understand? Males. So what and what do you produce? What are the items?
I produce fascinators for female. I produce fascinators, turbinators, turbans. I produce beaded accessories, neck beads, bracelets, waist beads for some people. I also produce bridal packages, the hand fan, the umbrella, the what do you have? It's the bridal hand fan, the bridal bouquet. Yes, I produce that. So I produce things for the bridesmaid. They are fascinators, floral hoop, and then for the male, I produce ties. I produce cufflinks, customized cufflinks. I produce lapel pins, lapel roses, boutonnieres, and things for their dresses.
Wow, that's really, really interesting. All of those?
Yes.
And you're a student?
Yes, I am.
So how do you cope? When do you create time to produce all this, being a student?
Well, I'm a part-time student, so I have time in the morning before I go to school in the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Yes. And then I spend my free time when I do not have lectures, time I do not have classes. I use the time to work.
Okay, that's really, really interesting. She is a part-time student, and in the morning she has enough time to produce, not just relaxing at home doing nothing. She just takes interest in producing accessories for females and for male. We have some of them here in the studio. You know, we have the this one is called Turbanator.
Yes.
Okay, for women this is Fascinator. Okay, we have the Fascinators here too, different colors, and we have ties. You told me you make dresses too.
Yes, I do.
You didn't mention dresses.
I make dresses for female, just female dresses.
Female dresses.
Every female dresses.
Okay.
From gowns, blouses, trousers, jackets, everything female dresses.
Okay, even the one you're wearing, you
Yes,
told me you made
I
this.
Made this one too.
This is really, really beautiful.
You.
Well done, Idoroyen. Okay, before we start checking the items, you know, the ties, I want to ask you, I know it's not an easy task. How do you have any challenges? What are the challenges you face while producing these items, these accessories? And as a student, what are the challenges you face?
One of the greatest challenge I have as a student is time factor.
Okay.
I have to wriggle, especially when school is in session, I have to wriggle between school and work. And because I started working before I got into school, I already have client base, and most times I have to satisfy my customers and then also try to keep up my head high in school. So one of the greatest challenge I have is time factor. Another challenge I have is workspace. For the long time I've been working from home, and sometimes the space is not enough. I like to also take in people to train and then the space is not convenient enough to bring in people. And the other challenge I also have, which has become a serious challenge recently, especially for the tie production I just started, is the challenge of power supply. I do not have a generator yet, and when there is no light, sometimes there's no power supply for days, and I'm left without anything. So I cannot do anything, without lights.
Okay, so despite the challenges you're facing in this accessory production, I can see you still, you are still doing them successfully. That means you have passion for what you're doing. You have passion for it. That's a good one. Wow, really, really interesting. So what motivated you? What propelled you into all this accessory production?
Well, for the start, I had a mentor who is a fashion guru, I would say. She introduced me first into the making of turbans, fascinator, and those things. She gave me, she lit a spark in me. I realized that it was already there, but I just needed her to push me. So having to relate with her and see the things she does, I was able to find my footing. For the accessories I make, I've actually never had a training. I've actually never had any formal training on accessories. I only had a formal training on dressmaking. Dressmaking towards the end of 2020 to 2021. But I've been in business for since 2016, 2017. But I've actually never had any formal training. So
for this,
the accessories.
So how come you made them so beautiful? How did you come about them when you didn't have any training for these accessories?
When I start, I usually just look at I pick up something that's already been done. I take a look at it and do it,
and then learn from that.
And then I do it until I've gotten it right. And then sometimes I get to talk to people who are in the business, who have had training, and they say, okay, I listen to what they are doing. Sometimes I watch what they are doing too, and then pick from them. Sometimes I explain what I do to them, and they tell me, okay, you're not doing this right, you're not doing this right. This is how to go about it. This is how to go about it. And that's how. And I've also had few tutorials on YouTube, even though I'm not really a YouTube person, because I didn't really get a lot of understanding from them.
Yes, that means you actually learned. You actually, learned from someone, from somewhere. You didn't just start doing it on your own entirely. You actually researched to improve on these accessories. That's really, really interesting. And despite everything, you have that passion. That passion is what gave you the push. And you're succeeding. That's wonderful. So what I want to ask you is that you say you produce male ties too, and most of these accessories are just female accessories that you mentioned, and you came to the studio with few of them, the ones you could lay hands on. And what motivated you to go into male ties, not just the ties, and you even produce cufflinks to go with the ties? How did you come about male ties?
Well, I've always had this liking to the masculine gender.
Interesting.
And I also like to see a man dress well.
Dress well, you say?
Dress well, yes.
Wow.
Most times I realized from looking at men who dress well, when I look at a man that dresses well, I study him, and then I see how he goes. I realized that when you look at a well-dressed man in corporate suit and ties, you don't really first notice the shirts. Maybe if he's wearing a general, normal suit, you might not even notice the suit, but you will notice the tie he's wearing.
Because it stands out.
Yes, because it stands out.
Really
that's what makes me go into tie. And one of my mission, one of my vision, in making these ties is to, I build kings by giving them ties to wear, so that not all kings wear ties. No, not all kings wear crowns. Some kings wear ties by eye designs. That's my brand name. I say our ties are made very affordable and very unique, such that any man on the road can just pick up our tie and wear it and stand out as a king in his own self. Look good. And each of our tie package comes with a bottle of perfume.
Wow.
And I did that because after the tie, when somebody come close to you, the first thing they also notice about you is your fragrance, the kind of fragrance you're wearing. So I put in a fragrance in tie. So every man that picks up our tie, wears our tie, also wears a beautiful fragrance to go with it.
Okay, that's really interesting. So by ties, when we talk about ties, what kind of ties do you produce? Is it bow ties or the other one? What do you call
long ties?
The long ties.
Yes.
Which ones do you produce?
The package was actually long ties, but I also do bow ties.
You do bow ties?
Yes.
Did you come with any?
No, I didn't come with any.
Okay, with any bow ties. Okay, so we are not really going to talk much. If you're just joining us, it is capacity building on Pathfinder AM45. And you know, this segment encourages creativity. We encourage people to get up, get yourself a training, learn a trade, learn something to do with your hands to earn a living or to add to your income if you're already working, because we do not encourage idleness. You can do something. You can make additional income for yourself. And today in the studio, capacity building is coming to you live with D-Darynox here with us. She's into accessories production, both female and male accessories. So D-Darynox is going to show us how she produces male ties with the cufflinks. If you can see, I don't know, yeah, if our director is going to really help us. This is the male tie. You can see. Let me loosen it up. Okay, this is the tie. You can see. Okay, she does it. She does it herself. She's going to, you know, do a little illustration for us, and it comes with a pocket filler. Beautiful. Of course, again with the cufflinks, customized cufflinks that go with the tie and the pocket filler. D-Darynox, how did you do this? How did you make these cufflinks with your bare hands?
I have somebody that actually does the cufflinks from, that supplies the cufflinks from. So I just give her fabrics.
Okay.
And she does it.
She does it. Okay. This is creativity. Makes the dressing complete. And she says she has a little bottle of fragrance to go with it. So this is really interesting and innovative D-Darynox. So you're going to show us how this is what you're going to show us. She has different colors of ties. Wow. This one too comes with cufflinks and the pocket filler. So you're going to sketch for us. You're going to show us how you go about it. But before then, mention the tools, the major tools you use in producing your accessories.
Okay, for the tie, I use a fabric, a silk fabric.
Okay,
which is
it has to be silk.
Yes, it is the best fabric for ties. You can use any other fabric, but the silk fabric is the best.
Is the best. Why is it so?
Because most ties are made with silk fabric.
Silk fabric. Okay, did you get that?
Stand out.
Makes it stand out. You can't use any other fabric like cotton.
You can use cotton.
Okay.
But silk fabric is the best for ties.
For ties. Even for bow ties.
For both ties, you can easily play around both ties.
Okay.
But for long tie, to help it, give the perfect shape, to have a lasting material.
Okay, to make it stand out and durable.
Yes.
Silk fabric is preferable.
Yes. And it brings the beauty out.
The beauty out. And it's shiny.
Yes.
Makes it, come out beautifully. Yes. Okay, apart from the fabric, what else?
I also use a stay. Stay is usually put on by iron.
Okay, what's the stay?
Air stay. It's called hair stay.
Okay. What's the work of the air stay?
It gives it firmness.
Okay, it makes it firm.
Yes.
Okay, you didn't come with that.
I didn't come
what else did you come with? What are the tools?
Your thread and needle.
Let's see. What about that?
Thread and needle.
Okay, she has her scissors.
And scissors.
She has her scissors here. She has a tape measurement and the thread and needle. So she does it with her hands. It's handmade, but it comes out very beautifully and unique and neat. The finishing is wonderful. That's really nice. Okay, these are the tools, okay, you use. So you're going to do something for us. I told you you're going to show us. Let's be sure you actually made them yourself.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. You just show us how to cut it. Just do it. Really interesting.
I lay my fabric on
the table. Yeah. Okay.
The tie should be at least 60 inches long.
60 inches. Okay.
I make mine longer.
Okay, you make yours longer than 60 inches.
So
why?
That if the person is a bit taller, you know,
okay,
I don't have to make a special one for.
So this one is more than 60 inches.
Yes, it is. I make it about 65 to 70 inches long.
Okay, that's long.
And 8 inches wide.
Okay.
8 inches wide, but I fold it. Unfold is going to be 4 inches.
Okay.
That's for the wider part. Then as we go down, it reduces to all the way to 1 inch.
1 inch. Okay, that's so this side. This side that is smaller and thinner.
1 to 1.5
okay,
inch.
you reduce it. Yes. Okay.
So we start with the 4 inch on.
Okay.
This fabric is about 60 inches long.
Okay.
But I would have to add. I usually need to add extra.
Okay.
To
just
the other side.
do it even with the 60 inches. Just sketch it for us.
This is our 4 inch with a little sewing allowance.
Okay.
About a quarter sewing allowance.
Quarter sewing allowance. So you have to add allowance.
Yes.
So that when you fold it to sew, it will still be the same size it's supposed to be. Okay.
So I cut it in slants. I keep going.
Okay.
All the way till I get
to the end.
Okay. When I started, I will need to take complete measurements, and draft it out. Right. But as I got used to doing,
just show us the cutting. Lift it up. Let's see the cutting.
So this is what it looks like.
Okay. All right. Okay, this side is thinner.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Smaller.
Okay. So the next thing I do is, after I've applied my stay, I have to take this side off because so after I've applied my stay to it,
okay,
I fold it.
Triangle.
I sew it on the flip side.
Okay. Can you just stitch it so it stays?
Yes.
Where is the thread and the needle? Is there? That's the thread. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Continue. Don't worry. Oh, you didn't put it. Okay. Just do a little sketch. You know, he's trying to sketch a tie.
Okay, so after I've done it, I'll remove this. I'll remove it inside out.
Inside out.
To give us.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like this.
Okay. You make it triangular.
Fold it triangular.
Okay.
So it gives us this.
Okay.
Then I straighten it out.
Okay.
I fold it out.
Again, let me help you.
And sew all the way down.
Okay, you sew all the way down.
I'll repeat this process at the other end.
Okay. Okay, so this is it.
Okay.
It's already out. Are you just going to tack it?
Yes, I'll just tack
just
it.
Tack.
I'll just do.
She's tacking it so we can see how she goes about producing the ties. This is interesting. But it is a bit time consuming.
Yes, it is.
How long does it take you to prepare one tie?
Well, I could use 30 minutes to...
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Even when you're using hand stitches?
I usually use
okay, you use your sewing machine. Yes. You have a sewing machine.
I use my sewing machine.
Okay, so it can take you 30 minutes to produce one tie.
Yes.
Okay.
In a day when we have steady light,
okay,
I could produce up to 10
ties,
10 to 12 ties in a day.
Okay.
The complete package, with pocket filler and
Pocket filler. Okay.
so I'll just finish it so I can make that. This is not the complete one, but I'll just
It's okay. Just show us what you're doing.
we'll pull it out
Pull it
to
out.
the right side.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
So after we've pulled it out, we'll just keep the stitches at the
And
middle.
yes, keep the stitches at the middle. Wow,
So,
really
yes.
interesting. And you'll be ironing it so that
Yes.
it comes out straight.
Mhm.
Did you see that? The tie is already out. It has taken shape already. This is beautiful. Help me with that side. So this is how she produces the male ties. This
It's not
place is
ironed, so
triangle.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. When you iron it, it will come out like this. This is the male tie that she produces. After everything, she will have this. This is how it comes out to be. It's folded. This one is folded inside. Did you see? It's folded. Really, really beautiful. And she also does the cufflinks to go with the tie. And the pocket fillers. Some pocket fillers are always square in shape, but this one is triangular.
Yes.
Okay, it's a matter
It's a
of
different-
choice.
yes.
Anyhow you want it to be,
Yes.
you can just do it. So you just, cut this one and
Sew
you
it.
sew it to and okay, really, really interesting. Wow, what do you say? Interesting, wasn't it? Dorian, you're doing a nice job. I really thank God for you. What about those ones?
Okay.
Let me see those ties.
These are the ties I started with.
Okay, the ones
When I
you
started
started with when
making-
you started making ties.
I
Okay.
made that one, I think, May last year.
Okay.
I had to buy fabrics, try on.
Okay, these ones are
Okay.
try. The ones you were trying trial and error,
Oh, yeah.
and you made mistakes.
Yeah.
Didn't really come out as beautiful as these ones.
Yes.
Okay, that's really interesting. Dorian said she started with these ones. She did not really perfect in them. She kept on trying, and at the end, she could come out with this, something very beautiful and unique. For the men folk, she said, when you see a man dressed up with suit, that the first thing that you notice is not the suit or the shirt, is the tie. So she ventured into making ties for men to make them look good. Isn't that interesting and really nice of her? So that is what we are preaching in capacity building. Don't stay idle. Yes, you did mention that you had a formal training for dressmaking.
Yes, I
how
did.
how long did it take you to train for dressmaking?
Because I already started sewing dresses before
On your own?
Before
Okay.
I went for the training. So I just did a 6-month course.
So since you had already started making dresses on your own, why did you go for training?
Well, I had some issues. I had issues with taking correct measurements. I had issues
Okay.
with interpreting measurements, and I had issues with sewing neatly.
Okay,
I had to
so you were not
learn that.
really there. You were
Yes.
not really there. You knew how to make dresses. You could cut dresses and fabrics and make
So-
dresses, but you knew that something was lacking, that you were not really there.
Yes.
So you went for training. That's what we are saying. Whenever you have interest or flair for something, don't just sit down on your own to do it anyhow. Go and get formal training for that thing. Go and get trained, and you'll perfect in that area, and you will improve, and it will sell for you, and you make good money for yourself. Dorian, I really, really appreciate you coming to the studios today.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, so thank you so much. We had a wonderful time. I want to encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing. Do you have sales? Do people patronize you?
Yes, I do.
What about the male folks? Do they patronize you?
Yes, they
Okay.
do patronize
Okay,
me.
you make it affordable
Yes.
and they patronize you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are making money to support yourself in school.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that's really interesting. I gave it to you. Well done, Idorian.
Thank you,
It
ma'am.
was nice having you in the studio
It's
today.
my pleasure.
Keep it up, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Wow, that was it on capacity building today with Idoronye, a 400 level student in the Department of Communication Arts, University of Uyo. She's into female and male accessories. Anything you want, she mentioned them. Is it Fascinator, Turbanators, ties for males, hair bonnets, and different things. She produces them with interest, with passion, and she's making money for herself to support herself in school. So why are you staying idle? Are you doing something to add to your income if you're already working, or are you just staying there waiting for a white collar job? No. Get up, get something doing, be creative, be innovative, think out of the box, just like Idoronye did, and make an income for yourself. That was it today on Capacity Building. I am Mary Ann Andy, your host. Until we come your way again same time next week, remain blessed and stay on as the rest of the segment in Pathfinder continues.